Alright guys, happy Friday afternoon, and it's Friday, so you know what that means. It's Friday night foodies, and thank God this place tonight is only about a mile from the house, and we're going to Stark's Steakhouse, which is arguably the finest steakhouse in, well, up here in our county, I believe. Consistently voted. So I'm a little out of breath because we got about a quarter mile up the road and I didn't have an SD card in the camera, so I had Jen pull over and I ran back and I got the SD card. I think we'll be okay. We're gonna go straight through the light here, and we're making our way across Railroad Square. Hopefully we'll make the light. Yep, so we're making our way here, and we're gonna go up about 2 or 3 blocks, and we're gonna make a left. I think we'll be okay. So anyway, this place comes highly recommended. Isn't it gorgeous looking now with all the trees and everything on the Railroad Square, all the green? So our reservation's at 6:15. It's about 6:09 now, so we should be okay. This is 4th Street. We've had a few fine meals up here, of course. So we're gonna go about 2 more blocks up, and then 2 or 3 blocks we're going to make a left-hand turn. And this used to be a dinner club. It was called Michelle's Dinner, yeah, I think it was Michelle's or Michael's Dinner Theater, and they would have a show. You'd have dinner and then they would have a show. Dinner theater. It was very popular. So we're going to go up 1 more block beyond this one, and I think we're going to make a left-hand turn. So there's the Redwood Gospel. Jesus saves, but we feed. There you go. Everybody getting ready to pull in for the 7 o'clock big chooch, the pray and eat tradition. Go ahead. And there's all the lads. All right, so I think we make a left here, I believe. Block down. Yeah, there it is, right there. Make the turn. Alright, here's the place right there, Stark's. That's where we're going tonight. So let's see if we can find a spot. Maybe a handicap spot. If not, I'm going to let Jen out, and I'm going to find a place to park here. We'll go down here to Thrift. Yeah, if you can. Yeah. Okay.
It says handicapped.
That's a driveway. There's maybe something for the thrift shop. They're already closed. You know you're in a good hood when you see that. There's probably 10 Republicans in the whole freaking city. All right, and here we are. This is it. Converted from the dinner theater, so I'll go in and see if Jen's in there. All right, Stark's Steakhouse. Give a man a fish and he eats for the day. Teach him to fish and he eats for a lifetime. Teach a man to sell fish and he eats steak. There we go. Very well said. Very well said. Kind of a fancy dancy kind of place in the Raw Bar. Around. This place is mighty fancy. The dark wood, which you would typically associate with a steakhouse here. Kind of fancy, huh? Thank God it's close to home. Hustling my fat ass up the road here, running and stuff. Got all their wines, 80 bucks, 144 bucks a bottle. Woo! Wine by the glass. They got it all here, guys. Well, Missy Jen's got the credit card tonight, so we should be okay. Here's our menu: Stark Steak and Seafood, New York Strip. You got choice of USD choice or prime. Oysters, starters. Potato skin, crispy calamari. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it, honey? Soups and salads. Served with your choice of sauce. You got the Angus beef. Toppers, the sides you order separately. This is not for the faint of heart when you eat here. Alright, so we'll figure it out. It's not every day you celebrate 2 years, right? You know, put your pocketbook in between Alright, so what do you think, guys? This is about as fancy as it gets in town right here. They got Kobe. They even have Kobe flat iron here. In the Snake River, I'll tell you. Hi.
How are we doing today?
Good. How are you? I'll have some ice water, please. Yeah, please. Beautiful place.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, thank you. Yep. Huh? We'll get that. She'll be back with the drinks first, so we'll get that. Boy, you turn it over, and there it is, Stark Specialty Cocktails. Well, she brought that huge book. It was almost like a Bible. She brought stuff, so I didn't know. That's a good price for the beer, anyway. Everything else will break the budget. Because I owe a fortune to the IRS. You know, I can't worry about that. Can't worry about that tonight. Just got to go for it. We got the big baked potato, truffled French fries, yam fries. Good stuff. Blue-eyed. Go slow so I can see the whole menu. And you both can't order the same thing. Remember, we have the blue-eyed rule in effect. We have to order different dishes. So we can both have meat, but we can't order the same. All right. Where we can, it's our anniversary. You know, Blue, we can do what the hell we want to do.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Anniversary, we'll do whatever we want today. And that's the bottom line.
That's it, brother. That's the bottom line. What looks good, honey?
The New York.
What else are you going to have? Anything on the side? A potato or fries or anything?
I'm not sure where the sides are.
Down here. Get a side. This is a new trend in restaurants. Everything tends to be a la carte. So, all right. We don't really have crab too often, so maybe we'll try the Dungeness crab. What do you think, honey? Dungeness crab, tater tots, that sounds pretty good. Huh? Make sure you video Missy Dren drinking her coffee. You always video yourself drinking the beer, and I never get to see Jen drinking her coffee. Look at that, she's got her own little teapot of coffee over there. That's a coffee press right there. Probably a $16 coffee. Okay, tough guy, big show. There we go. That looks like some kind of coffee. Let me see what that's going to set me back here. That doesn't look bad, I guess. The spread. How is it? Bella Rosa?
It's exquisite.
Exquisite, okay. Judged by the coffee.
Yes.
I owe the IRS so much fucking money. I don't care. I'm living life tonight. Cheers, you
That's
guys.
right.
It's Friday night Foodies, and we're at the most expensive damn restaurant in town. Woo! And I'm enjoying a nice cold beer here. Awesome. Yeah, she got the New York strip choice, and I got the prime rib. No, I got the ribeye, the prime. So they brought out this loaf of bread here, and I'm going to let Jen kind of cut that up a little bit. It looks like it's already for sections here, so there we go. Very fancy here. So we have an appetizer, our Dungeness crab tater tots. And you can just take it down the other way there too. We've ordered, so I've got the prime, the ribeye, and she's got the New York strip, right?
Yeah.
And we have the peppercorn sauce for it. So we're happy.
And the mashed potatoes, cream fresh.
Mashed potatoes for you and a big baked potato for me. How do you like the bread? Is kind of a garlic bread. It's almost like a brioche. It's very soft. Good. Very good. So we're enjoying that. I got a little butter on the side. It has a lot of garlic butter on the bottom of it. So, yep. And they serve it in a nice cast iron skillet there. So far, you're smiling. All right. Happy anniversary. This is our Dungeness crab with roasted peppers, and we have like a aioli sauce, like a mustard sauce on the side. It looks pretty good. Let's grab one of these babies, have a taste here. What do you think of that? Huh? Got the crab on it, huh? Very delicate, huh? Very, very tasty. Try one of the, Jen's not crazy about peppers. So. Try another one of them. All for fancy eating here tonight, I'll tell you that. Nice thing about that crab cake, it's not overpowered with a lot of breading and a lot of weird sauces. You can really taste the crab in this Dungeness crab. Very good. Well executed. So, all right, there's our appetizer. The sauce is nice in it. It's like a mustard and mayonnaise, tartar. It's good.
Excellent.
Yeah, really excellent. I think that appetizer was really great, guys, because I'm always hesitant when I order crab appetizers, mainly because they tend to use extenders and fillers because crab is expensive. So. But here you can open it up and just see there was a hell of a lot of crab. wasn't cheap. It was like $13, but I think it was worth it for that little taste experience. And it balances off the beef with a little bit of seafood too.
It's a really nice taste flavor experience because you have the taste flavor of the crab, and then you have this extraordinary flavor experience of the mustard sauce here because it has a good zing to it, but then the mustard is
but it doesn't overpower.
It's not overpower at the same time, so it is really it takes artists to create the sauce.
Well, it's kind of what you'd expect at this caliber of a restaurant, so renowned.
Very well named.
You know,
Very well.
and it's kind of a feather in the cap for our side of town. A young kid's kind of freaking out about the price over there. He and his date are kind of laughing, you know, that nervous giggle like I brought like $100 and that ain't gonna get me out of this restaurant. So like, you know, been there, done that, boy. He's had these girls that will order the most expensive fucking things.
Yeah, a cup of coffee and an appetizer.
Yeah, and I got to get a salad. You know? Oh, what's wrong with you? My stomach's upset. I didn't really feel like eating tonight. But you make sure to eat. Don't. You know, you make sure to eat well. No worries, honey. Missy Jen said, "What do you think, Rosa?" We said two things. Number one, don't come here without a reservation. There's no such thing as walk-ins here, okay? Like, forget about it. I don't care what day of the week it is. There ain't no walk-ins in this restaurant. And number two, just bring your whole paycheck when you come in, because you ain't getting out the door with two people for less than like 120, 130, 140 bucks. So that's the deal there. But I bet you'll never have had a steak as good as you'll have here with the aged 28 days of beef here. So it should be very interesting. I'm going to be eager to get Missy Jen's take on it. This is not just Cattleman Steakhouse aged 2 days or whatever. This is an expensive proposition here. So it's a place you might come once a year. You might come once in a lifetime. You live in Santa Rosa, it's been here about 5 years, and it's just blown the doors off the place. I mean, it's just been amazing in terms of how well this place has done. But there's a lot of money up here. Wine, everything, a lot of money. Technology, so much stuff. All right. This guy's giving a big show on the table over there. He's cutting up the prime rib right there. There's Chester doing a good job over there. That girl looks like she can put away the beef too, let me tell you, brother. Looking good. We've got to put on the big show. Surprised they don't flame it up there. That blonde was really funny. It was almost like the guy's giving her a whole seminar. Like, I just came here to eat steak, right? I didn't come here to take Steak 101 in college. Just give me that damn steak, boy. She's wailing away on that mofo, too. Woo! Alright, we just got our knives, and boy, are they hot. Pork breast, there's some poschetti, there's some kind of Italian job here. And I'll tell you what, guys, this is not the kind of place you feel comfortable asking for ketchup for your steak. This beef is meant to be enjoyed. It's amazing. You know, it's like, wow. That is, Jen's like, I'm going to do brain surgery later.
Yeah, these look like surgical knives.
That's right. We're ready for the main event, guys. They got us all slobbering at the bit here. Is that the New York? Okay. Here we
Baked
go.
potato without baked potato and a mashed potato.
Yeah, and bring some extra butter, please. Okay. Yep. All right, here we go. We got our baked potato, mashed potatoes. She's got the New York strip there, and I've got the ribeye. So, ready to take your first bite, or just look at it for a little bit, huh? Missy Jen, here she goes, brother. New York strip. The way you like it. Good. Good flavor. Aged a long time, huh? There we go. Brought a hell of a lot of taters here. Woo! Time for me to try a bite. Got just the right amount of char on it. Got just the right amount of char on it. Try the sauce a little bit, this pepper. That's good. Really good. All right, guys, let's eat. Oh, how you doing on that, Missy Jen? Huh? Making headway?
Yeah.
Woo! Oh boy, I still got a long way to go on mine. Taters are pretty good. Creme fraiche mashed potato. Good. Excellent. All right, guys. Well, I threw in the chow. Not really good to have chipped tableware at a restaurant. Reminds me when I was in Hong Kong, I worked with a British guy, and he was really high class coming up. And every time he went into a restaurant in Hong Kong where they would serve chipped tableware, saucers, plates, or whatever, he would take it and just smash it. Just take it on the edge. Whoops. one less piece of stoneware to worry about. Not really good. I think you're going to be interested in my ratings tonight. So Ben's enjoying the last of her steak there. And, I've kind of hit the wall. I'd like to have some coffee. Try that out. Ben, you doing okay? She hasn't abandoned ship yet. You always felt like abandoned restaurant, right? Because you're going to hear happy birthday do something about 50 times while you're here. It's not an everyday place. I think you're going to be surprised how Jen and I rate this today. Because not only do you have to rate the quality of food, you've got to weigh that off against the price that you pay. It's going to be interesting. This is we got a lot to talk about after this one. We're going to think about that a little bit. We're going to have some coffee coming. Jen maybe having a little bit more coffee here. We're going to think about this stuff a little bit and kind of cogitate on it.
It's going to be interesting. Definitely something that you're not going to expect, let me tell you that.
We're probably arguably the most expensive restaurant in town. We'll see, okay? All right, they did bring a dessert menu with some of the wines. The lighting's not real great. Key lime pie, chocolate and sea salt caramel tart, butterscotch brulee, pineapple upside down cake, Meyer lemon pudding cake, chocolate chunk banana bread pudding. I'm pretty full. I don't know about you. So.
You got a pretty nice selection here.
Yeah. All right. Okay, guys. Here's the tail of the tape from Stark's on 521 Adams Street in Santa Rosa. Beers were $4 a pop. I had 2 of them. 2 coffees. We had a New York strip, 28. The ribeye, 39. The crab tots were good. I liked the crab tots. They were good. I thought that they were real good. Mashed potato in the side. So we're about $118. So yeah, let's see. Bad. So 20 would be 22. We're not going to go with the 20% tonight. I didn't think service was that. We're going to go with about a $15 tip here. That's going to be about $132 altogether. Okay, so that's going to get us out the door, and we'll see you outside. We got a lot to talk about. Okay, and we're on the outside here, Stark's Steakhouse, and turn around here with Missy Jen tonight, and we got a lot to say tonight. I mean, we've eaten out so much, so many foodies, that we're starting to get a pretty good value feel for what's what. And obviously, a lot of people come here for birthdays. We heard happy birthday sounding off a zillion times when we were in there. And these are people that probably don't eat out that often. But we're out there every week. And I got to tell you, honestly, for me, this place fell down tonight. This place fell down. This, for the most, you know, we came out at $117 plus tip tonight, and we've eaten at Cattleman's, which is the steakhouse across town, and come out about half that price for a dinner. So I'll let you go first, and you talk about things, Jen. And what did you?
I'm gonna say the good things. The good things were the garlic bread to start off the thing.
Yeah, the butter with the butter garlic. Yeah. You had the crab. Tater tot. Crab tots. Yeah.
That was really great.
Great. They were great.
And the coffee was good.
Coffee was outstanding.
And then the steak was prepared excellent, but it had a lot of grizzle in it. And that was actually disappointing, that the quality of the meat, actually, with having so much grizzle in it, for that price, $28 for a 16-ounce New York strip, I expected a little bit more, actually a lot more.
You had the potatoes too.
The potatoes was pretty good.
The creme fraiche mashed potatoes.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Now, then coming to the service was lousy. The waitress was kind of
so about.
Yeah, it's almost like she seeing like 2 girls together, and she didn't like that, and kind of was offstandish. And also, when it comes down to the clearing off the table, cleaning off the table,
keeping a water glass filled,
right?
Just basic
I mean,
stuff.
you have to flag somebody down to do that. I mean, they were not on.
And they give you a look like what? You know, like,
right.
You know, you're bothering me. I'm working here, right?
Right. So
rate it up.
I'm going to say 7.0.
Okay, so you're going to give it 7 stars, and by far that's your
And
lowest.
I feel like I am being generous.
Jen talked about something, the phenomena of service. When you go in as 2 women, and we totally pass as women, there's never an issue when we go into it. So, you know, don't think about, well, Rosie got clocked as true. No, it didn't happen. We passed just fine as women. But I always get this feeling, and I've talked about it on videos before, Did you almost feel like when two women dine together or do something like that, it's almost like you feel like you're a second-class citizen when it comes to service? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, well, there's not a guy at the table, so they're not going to care what we do. You know, it's just not going to matter to them. They'll just give the customary tip, which we did. There was nothing. I went 15% tonight. I always go 20% because I thought the service was lacking. I mean, I had a ribeye. It was supposed to be USDA prime, and it was $10 more than the steak that Jen had, the New York sirloin, which was choice. And I'll tell you, there was nothing remarkable about the steak at all. They brought a potato out that looked like it had sat under a heat lamp for about a half. There was nothing fresh about it. So, like she said, the coffee was good. So I'm disappointed, you know, when I can go to a steakhouse across town and leave with a $50, $60 as opposed to, you know, $130 out the door or whatever here. Big difference between the two. So, you know, I just don't know what to say. The service was very lacking. The gal was nice enough, but when you have to sit there with your dirty dishes and then you have to ask somebody randomly walking by, you know, could you clear these off? And he looks at you like, you know, what the hell? And when the waitress doesn't bring you your food, I think that's another sign.
Right.
You know, the bus staff brings out the food. I say, I want to get some butter for my potato. The guy never brought it back, you know, and it was like, the guy never brought it back. So, you know, there's definitely holes in service. So I'm going to agree with Jen. I'm going to give this 7 stars tonight because the atmosphere was excellent. The beer was cold. The appetizer was great. The crab. But the main event, the main course, was exceedingly disappointing to me. So this, believe it or not, our most expensive restaurant comes in as our lowest rated restaurant here. So. All right, well, we're going to get underway here, and thanks you guys for joining us as we came to Stark's Steakhouse for our second anniversary of Missy Jen on the Rancho, and stay tuned. We always have more stuff to come. Guaranteed more food.
And no matter what, regardless of it being one of the bad or probably the worst rated restaurants, we still have a happy anniversary. That's not going to ruin our anniversary.
And I'll tell you, just as a funny aside, I saw more guys coming in here with dates on Friday night. When they would open that menu and see the prices for food, it was like hamburger for the guy, steak for the girl. I never saw so many guys with a look of shock on their face when they came in here. So you better bring a lot of money when you come to this place. Okay, so you're apt to be disappointed as we kind of were, but maybe you'll have a better experience than we did.
It did not ruin our anniversary.
Yep. All right, guys. Thanks for being along. All right, tough guy.